Also, I was incorrect. Last time I said this was the 6th session, but it was actually the 7th session. So this is the 8th session.
Oh. Hey.
Okay, so let me know when you guys are ready for a recap.
Alright, I'm gonna get a glass of water real quick.
Yeah. Take your time.
I'm ready.
I redid my desk and I was like, I'm a whole new person now.
My
life is so organized. This so tired. Okay.
Guys, so I just started watching with my roommate on HBO. It's I think it's it's Jermaine Clement. I don't know if it's also the other Flight of the Conchords guy, but it's like a pirate show.
Our flag means death?
Yes, it's delightful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it's gay.
It's pretty gay.
Not to the full gay, but I've seen a little bit of gay. I think I also a little while ago watched, which I enjoyed now multiple times. The What We Do in the Shadows TV show, not the movie. The TV show is way better.
The TV show is amazing.
So good.
Just truly laugh out loud funny. So they're really knocking it out of the park, those Kiwis.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi looks super hot as Blackbeard.
Oh my god, he's so sexy.
Why? Why is he allowed to be that sexy?
Yeah, Ben, absolutely. So sexy. Okay, but I did hear that he used to have a tongue ring, so I'll leave y'all with that.
Oh
what?
no.
Also, he's the one that had a threesome with,
Allegedly. I mean, okay. If he did, good job.
Allegedly, but there was a photo of all three of them kissing at the same time, so I don't know what that is.
Who threesome with who?
It was Taika Waititi. I looked it up because I couldn't remember the third person.
Inquiring minds need to know.
Aura, is that her name?
Yes. Okay.
And what's her name? She's in Sorry to Bother You. I always forget her name and then I remember it.
Oh yeah. I know which one.
You know who's fine? Her.
And Tessa Thompson.
Oh,
Tessa Thompson.
If we want to talk about who's fine,
Tessa
Thompson. Yeah.
So. Okay.
Back to D&D. I got distracted. Okay. We ready, guys?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. So recapping. So last session, it started off with Zindi having a strange and lucid dream of Honeydew from the carnival. However, this Honeydew was obviously a twisted dream version of her, and she was clearly creepy, and Zindi tries to run away, and the dream changes. Ooh. Sorry guys, my dogs. No. Terrible. All they do is bark. Hey. Shh. So, no. Okay. Maybe they're over it. Alright, so Zindi tries to run away. The dream changes. Zindi sees her mother chained in a dungeon. The mother reaches for Zindi, and she wakes up in a cold sweat. You guys wake up early before anyone else, and Zindi kind of just like rolls over in bed. Klarga goes down to investigate the feet after stretching a little bit, and Meow Wolf dives off the balcony to hunt for bugs. So, after tickling the feet, Klarga and Zindi make breakfast. It is Klarga's first time making cinnamon rolls. While they bake, Meow Wolf freshens up upstairs. Guests start filing in for breakfast. You guys meet an uncle elf and his nephew, Nyx. They tell Zindi and Klarga that they do not know about Alestra, Zindi's mother, but they are heading to Zindi's hometown, Schmokeland. Sue the innkeep mentions that Eliwick Tumblestrom had stayed at the inn and mentioned bringing home a lost fae, obviously referring to Zindi. She also points you guys into the direction of Tellamy Hill, where Jingle Jangle lives. The trees on Tellamy Hill point you to a key-shaped cave, and Meow Wolf, with the help of Klarga, reveals stone steps leading to Jingle Jangle's cellar living space. The Jingle Jangle is clearly cursed and has an obsession with keys. She asks you to get the bunnies to stop bothering Jingle Jangle and take care of them for her. You guys are now heading out to save Sir Talavar. It's about 1 p.m. And you guys have just been making your way across the swamp.
Who's Sir Talavar again? I'm sorry. He's
Sir Talavar was the guy trapped up in the cage. So he's going to be back towards the slanted tower, which is west.
Okay, so we're just like making our way, not downtown, but to, what was his name? Jesus Christ.
Sir Talavar.
Sir Talavar. We're making our way to Sir Talavar, kind of. I assume that we're kind of like making our way there without detours. It's right, Klarga, Meow Wolf? We're not like trying to like dilly-dally, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's let's go back to save the dude in the cage. How far are we about?
Let me take a peek at my own map.
I was gonna say the only thing that would necessarily derail us is if we were able to find Zindi's mom before helping Talavar.
That's true.
I don't think that's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say randomly stumbling upon such a thing would be incredibly unlikely. Okay, let me see this real quick. You are like, it's 1 o'clock. You guys are like, well, we could probably wrap this up by the end of the day, maybe not before nightfall, but you guys are also fairly confident that the inn will appear when you need it to.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so go ahead and you guys are wandering through this marshland. It's kind of low tide right now, so it's not like the best part of the day for animals to be out trying to find water and such. You guys kind of in the middle of the day, I would say most animals are like trying to sleep off in the middle of the day heat. You guys are going west, and go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Perceptions.
Okay, sorry.
13.
I have an over the table. Oh, okay, I did it right. 6.
I rolled a 21.
Okay. Cool. So you see up ahead, like kind of like a marshy area. This is exceptionally interesting to you, Meow Wolf, because you love a good old marsh.
Yeah. was great.
So
What am I-
it's a little bit more north than west.
Okay. So I convey that to my colleagues, and are we going to head towards the fun marsh, or am I just going to be teased?
I mean, I guess we can go to the marsh if it's the way.
Do I say, do I have can I do a wisdom check to see if like would there be like any imminent danger that like we could like that
For
we
sure.
could avoid?
You can, yeah, I mean, you can do a investigation check.
Wisdom check. Okay. All right, I got an 18.
So it's not so far away, but it's kind of, like it's a little bit of a walk. It definitely takes you off of the path. And it is also like a little bit more misty than it normally is, and it has a lot of like tall grass.
All right, Meow Wolf. Sorry, oops. I mean, well, my liege, it is in my humblest opinion that we do not go to the marsh, even though I know you probably want to eat the most succulent of bugs and insects. I really think that we should be getting back to, the man in the cage we left. He's probably very uncomfortable and very hungry.
Oh yes, so Talavar. We shall. We should go to the marsh afterwards, don't you think?
Sure, my liege. That sounds like a plan.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so we head on the way to Sir Talavar.
Okay, so you guys continue going west. You guys ignore the marshy area up top, but Meow Wolf, you do make a note of it later on. Okay, so as you guys are coming back, like an hour passes. Go ahead and roll a... Oh my god, I have so many tabs. I'm like, what's a luck check?
For luck? Let's see.
Let me look at this.
You just have us roll a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah?
$14.
Okay.
6.
Do we all roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let me roll my 20 here. Under 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are not quite going the same way as you were going before. To little bit of a metagame, like you guys were down here with like the well and the wisps. So up here you're more in like you're passing by like this is the swamp with the grassy, the tall grass. So you guys actually start walking through another like super muddy area, and you guys start seeing like weird like weapons in the mud, and it's like rusted, broken weapons. You see like helmets. You start seeing like bones and stuff.
Oh shit.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check, everyone.
Oh shit, y'all! I think people have died here.
Oh my! This is truly, truly terrifying. I rolled a 19.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Let me. I am rolling,
Bad
rolling,
rose up.
rolling. What? Wait, what did you say, Mr. Roll? Just a D20 or was it
An
a survival
investigation,
check?
yeah.
What was it? Investigation? Boom. Yeah. I am loving the marsh out of 10.
Okay. So, I would say Zindi. So Zindi, you're familiar with stuff in the Fae. You start recognizing this type of armor. You definitely recognize some of it as elvish armor, and then you also recognize the other armor as being Fomorian.
Fomorian.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone, it seems that this armor is, well, elven, of course, as you can tell by the details here, these swirls and the elven runes in it. And then these other ones are Valorian.
Ah, yes. Are
I
those
pick
the
up
ones
my-
that were married to many wives?
Well, if my history proves me well if I can remember my lessons. Okay, I rolled a 13. I can't remember too well who the Felorians are.
Yeah, so you do remember that the Fomorians are ugly and they are a nasty beast like race.
Okay.
I pick up one of the helmets and put it on.
A
Does it look good on me?
One, a Fomorian one, or an Elvish one.
Elvish.
Okay, roll a roll a d20. I guess yeah. Roll a d20.
20.
Okay. This belonged to a big, a really big elf. A really big elf. His ears were like extra large, but it fits you so nicely. You look rather dashing.
I kind of put this on as a bit, but I kind of want to keep it now, guys. Does it look good on me?
It looks smashing, Klarga.
Thank you.
I
like it.
actually I'd like to take a look at the weapons that are there. I actually don't have really too many. I only have a dagger and a rapier in my possession. I'd like to see if there are any high quality swords, perhaps. I rolled a 21 that I can take.
Okay. What are you proficient in here, Zindi?
What am I proficient in?
We have like a dagger.
I have a dagger and a rapier.
Okay. Let me find a weapon for you to pull out of your hat.
Yeah. Out of the mud.
Yes, out of for now, let's just say you pull an elvish weapon out of the mud,
Okay.
and it's kind of dirty, so you're gonna have to clean it later. You don't recognize it right away, but you know it's valuable.
Okay. I'm going to add. I'm adding it in my thing.
Yeah. Okay, you're adding it in your weapon thing.
Yeah.
I'm basically like, we'll just bookmark whatever you get. Guys, go ahead and roll a perception check for me again.
All right. Perception check. One of my highest. And I still bombed. I got a 12.
Wow.
I got a 22.
Like how Zindi's just like effortlessly.
Woo-woo. At least one of us is. Good gravy.
Okay, so Zindi, as you bend down to pick up this this weapon, out of the corner of your eye, you see someone, and as you shoot back up, you squint your eyes and you see that there are two suits of armor, like full suits of armor, standing at the edge of the battlefield.
Holy moly. I chose a long sword, so
Okay, sick.
I see these two suits of armor in the battlefield moving towards us. And
they're just standing there.
I was just standing. Well, sorry guys.
They're not attacking us yet.
I go, everyone! There are figures in the distance, and I point, and I pull out the long sword from the mud, and I point it in their direction, kind of trying to protect myself a little bit, out of fear.
Okay.
I'm not great, probably, with the long sword.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Did it.
So wait, so Zindi, you pull out your sword?
Yes, from the mud, just kind of.
Right. Okay, so you guys see them. What do you guys do?
Like very sword in the stone, but except for sword in the mud.
I'm talking about the figures. I'm talking about the suits of armor in the distance.
What? Do they fit? Do they fit my little 3-foot self?
They're tall and elvish looking.
Do we know if they're people? No. Let's approach, team.
Yeah.
If y'all could use some of that armor, and then maybe we need to exchange for something because it's the Fey realm. Don't just grab stuff.
That's very true. Also, let's take caution. We don't know if those suits of armor are filled with anyone or anything.
I wave and call hello.
Is anyone able to check for magic or evil?
Take a
don't
sec
think
to look
so.
at your guys's sheets.
Definitely not. I don't think Bard College gave me this.
No detect
No?
magic. No detect evil.
I don't.
Um,
No.
I don't. I
Klarga,
should've.
how close do you get to them?
I get within 10 feet.
Okay. You wave hello.
Yep.
They wave. One of them waves hello back.
Alright, ask hello, who are you?
They move as you did when asking the question, but no sound comes out.
Huh. I do jumping jacks.
One of them starts doing jumping jacks.
Oh, Klarga, it appears that this is some type of enchanted. These are enchanted suits of armor. Klarga, can you see if there's anyone inside the armor?
Sure, I look. Perception?
I would say maybe investigation.
Sure. 14.
You don't think anyone's in there.
Alright, I don't think anyone's in there.
Oh.
They look empty to me.
Well, should we just leave them? Friends? They must have been some kind of leftover from the battle that happened here. Or maybe maybe they can tell us something. I'd like to roll. I'm gonna roll a history check, I guess, and see if I know anything. Wow. Okay, I know nothing about these.
I'm gonna roll a history check too.
I rolled
go
a
for
5.
it, yeah.
Sorry, friends. I have never seen a strange type of armor such as this before.
Neither has Keeks. Yes, he whispers into my ear, squeak! And I now will do my history check.
Wow.
And nor do I. We are both at a loss. With a 10 and a 6.
Well,
So they're not attacking you guys. They're just sort of like mimicking you. Any like big movement you guys make, it mimics you.
well, we might as well just move along.
Sure.
I'm sure, as long as we don't disturb these, our friends here.
So you guys try and walk past them.
Yep.
They block your path.
Not surprised.
Well, what if we just try to walk away from them?
Okay, so Zindi, you start walking in the other direction, and one of them blocks you.
Oh no.
Okay, well, this is just quite rude.
Well,
I tickle them.
I'm gonna pull a last unicorn and offer them a drink and say, good sirs, you must just be parched. Let me go ahead and offer you some of my drink from my flask. I pull out my flask. I offer the guards a tasty sip to quench their soulless hearts.
They take the cup from you and like make the gesture like they're offering you a drink.
I tickle one.
He tickles you back.
Okay, Klarga, we don't have time for this nonsense. Stop playing with the suits of armor. What should we do?
Beats me. I mean, they don't want to let us pass. They are mimicking us. I mean, should we? I don't know.
To investigate these suits of armor. I look closer and I roll a 19. So I think I maybe can see something. I don't know.
Okay, so Zindi, you start like kind of trying to see if there's any magical implication that you can see on their armor or anything like that. While you don't know the specifics of like how these suits of armor are being animated, you know that if you tried to harm them, that they would try and harm you. But they're also like clearly not going to let you pass. So there must be some way to turn them off, let's say.
I take my helmet off and put it gently on the ground. Is this what you guys want? Do you guys just not want me robbing graves?
Oh, that's smart.
And they disintegrate.
Oh, yay.
So smart. How did you figure that out?
I don't know.
Yo, I out of character, can I just be like, Klarga has figured out every riddle in this whole game, in this whole campaign, and I'm so proud. Okay.
Yeah. Thank God for Klarga.
Yeah, Klarga's like, I have all the wisdom and all the land from living at the carnival.
I solved a problem I started.
Okay, so go ahead, guys, and roll for
Are we able to give each other inspiration? Because Klarga needs inspiration for that.
right? Okay, I want to see what you guys would roll for this, because I want to see. Just go ahead and roll me a d20. I want to see how well the armor would fit you guys.
All right.
6.
Oh no.
Klarga, the elvish helmet already fits you perfectly, so you just pick that back up.
Ooh,
Alright.
It's a 10 for me.
These were like elven-sized, suits of armor, so there's not really anything of interest for you, Meow Wolf.
Yep, that's what I thought. Any elvish food left over?
No, it was literally just their suits of armor, so just the armor. Zindi.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, fantastic. You may take off one piece of armor from the
Exciting.
suits of armor.
What?
You can put like some there's like bracers, like leg bracers, arm bracers. Like you could put like the chest plate.
Yeah, the chest plate. I want.
Okay, chest plate. So at first you're like, I think this is gonna be a little bit big, but then you put it on and it actually fits quite well.
Nice.
You're assuming that this has some kind of magical property that
Cool.
lets you magically fit into it. Okay, so you guys are now free to leave. So you guys continue to go west.
Can I just ask a real quick question?
Oh, yeah.
About the I added breastplate and now I have a disadvantage to some of my
Yes, because you're not a heavy armor. Sorry.
So when I roll for that, how will I roll for that? Or it'll just like automatically count for it?
No.
Hello.
I don't know.
Sorry, guys. My dogs be woofing.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, that is an automatic thing, probably depending on your class and your race. So you can just also have it.
Got it. Okay.
You don't necessarily have to wear it. You can just put it in your inventory.
I not wear it. I'm going to take it off. I'll put it in my backpack.
Meow Wolf, I will say that's also an option for you.
Put stuff in my backpack?
Yeah, you can't put the whole thing, but you can put one thing.
Are there any weapons or anything that I can take?
A little dagger. Or something.
I'll take it.
Yeah, no weapons. Hold on. Let's see what, because they had a stat sheet. Melee attack weapon. Okay, so they had a melee attack weapon. So anything that constitutes as a melee attack weapon, I will let you say that they had, if you want a weapon. But you may or may not have proficiency in that, and it may you might not be schooled in it. I'm just letting you take Zindi's thinking behind taking something is that she can trade it in the Fae, it's money.
Yeah,
exactly. I agree. Let me sure. How about Is there? I already. No, I think. For melee, what about? Do they have a spear? Is like.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good. I have a pretty good spear right now. I got a +2
Sure, you can say spear
spear.
for sure.
Is the spear is that spear better than the spear I have?
What spear do you have now?
I just have a regular +2. Looks like I have a +2 spear.
Probably the same.
1d6. Okay. Yeah. So then, I mean, I'm just carrying stuff at that point. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave it be.
Okay.
Is there any money? No money.
No money.
Just
armor.
got it.
Okay, so Meow Wolf, you don't take anything.
No gemstones embedded into the armor.
No,
Nothing precious. Got it.
All right, so you guys continue walking. It starts becoming like early evening, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You guys start making your way. You guys start seeing the castle through the mist. And you guys, as you get closer and closer and closer, you do hear Sir Talavar, like, you know, lamenting, crying a little. In the long distance.
I wanted to I want to scream out and say, Sir Tal, we are here! And I take out my lute and I decide to start singing a song because maybe the music will cheer him up a little bit.
Okay, go ahead and roll performance.
From far away, he'll hear us coming better. Rolled a 27.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, you're so moved by Sir Talavar, like, crying, and you're like, so proud that you guys are rescuing him from his fate, that you are loudly and proudly singing your song, your, like, rescue ballad. And you do hear...
Talavar, we've come for you, Sir Talavar, Sir Talavar. We have a key or two, Sir Talavar, Sir Talavar. We met Jingle Jangle, Sir Talavar, we're here for you.
Perfect. Amazing. So you hear, like, in between chord changes, you don't hear any crying anymore, but you maybe hear some faint clapping. Okay, so you guys roll up to the slanty tower. You guys see that your path through the brambles is still there, so you guys, I presume, run up to the top of the tower.
It's true.
Okay, so at the top of the tower, you do see Sir Talavar. He's still stuck in his cage, and as soon as he sees you guys, he starts, you know, like, weeping happy tears, and he's like, "Oh, I thought you would never come back from me, and I thought I was doomed here in this cage like an animal."
We promised we'd free you.
We're back, Sir Talavar. I couldn't have you just sign my card and leave you marauded here to die.
Oh, I do appreciate it so. Please tell me you have the key.
Who has the key? Did I take the key? Who has the key?
I take it out.
Oh, that's a relief because I did not know where it was.
Okay, go ahead and, I'm assuming you unlock the cage.
Yep.
Okay. So you unlock the cage, and Sir Talavar exits the cage. And he's so excited. He's like, oh, this is the best day of my life. I thought I would never get out of that terrible, terrible dungeon. And I thought I would never get out of that horrible, horrible cage.
You're free now, Sir Talavar. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm supposed to go back to the summer court.
Oh dear.
But
Are you going to?
well, I don't know how.
You don't know how.
Get back home.
Well, ever since the hags have taken over these realms, they've put a special magical mist over the land, and you're not allowed to cross any of them, because the hags think that everything inside each realm is theirs, and theirs alone.
Huh.
They sound rather controlling.
Terrible hags. Bavlorna is especially demonic.
That name keeps coming up.
Indeed.
Well, she is the ruler of this land, so it would follow the course of everyone who you met is under her power right now. And that's where I was trapped.
Where does this land extend to? Is it like this tower, or like this county, or like what?
So since you guys are at the top of the tower, I will let you guys. Let's see if it lets me decrease this a little bit. We go to the far end of this.
Fun.
I'm like, pause for dramatic effect while I'm like reducing my map so you guys can see it a little bit more.
I'm sorry. I kind of forgot exactly. So Talavar is working for one of the.
Is it the summer court?
Yeah.
Yes.
And his man with the silly name died. But why did we want to help him in the first place? Besides the fact that he was in distress.
It was something having to do with one of the princesses or oligarchs we have to meet, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Don't we have to like meet one of the oligarchs because they might know where your mom, Zindi's mom, is?
That would make sense. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Well, so Talavar, we can help you return to the summer court if we will be welcomed as guests.
Oh, but of course, she would be most pleased to have any heroes in her midst. But yes, at this current time I have no way of getting home. Sir Wigglewug said that he would have a way through the mist, but I believed him, but I'm not so sure now.
Isn't that the one that passed away, Sir Wiggleworth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Damn. Sir Wiggleworth, no.
Poor Sir Wiggleworth.
I'm still mourning Sir Wiggleworth.
Sir Wigglewug.
Wigglewug?
Wigglewog.
Wigglewog.
You guys just like debate about how his name was pronounced for 3
Mr.
minutes.
Bing Bong is no longer around, and this is very sad.
So since you guys are on top of the tower, I zoomed out a little bit for you guys so you guys can see on the stream now. So in the distance, you will be able to see the magical inn, as well as the 2 swamps that you were at, as well as Telemy Hill, and the gushing geyser that you guys also saw earlier. You do see way in the distance, like, some sort of large structure, but you can't really tell what it is, but it's big.
Whoa.
What? So we can't see what this large structure is?
Nope.
Is it foggy out? Like what's making it?
It's perpetually misty.
I see.
I guess I point and I say, Sir Talonsworth, is that large structure, is that perchance where we're trying to go?
Sir Talavar looks off into the distance and he's like, well, I hate to disappoint y'all, but this is not my neck of the woods. I was prisoner here for a long time, but I only really saw the four walls of my dungeon. I have never been to this court before.
Well, we might as well just try to start walking, and we'll find someone who can lead us in the right direction.
Agreed.
We're not going to get anywhere just trying to stay here and look at things from the top of this tower.
Mm-hmm.
Although,
you.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Sir Talonsworth?
Sir Talavar, yes.
Talavar, sorry. Well, what do you have with you? Do you have a bag? Any useful items at all?
Well, he like digs around, and he does have a backpack. Well, this was Sir Wigglewog's. I don't suppose he'll be needing it now. And he kind of like rummages around in it, and he's like, well, I've sort of eaten all the snacks, but there's some supplies in here.
I'm just super frustrated, and I just take the backpack just out of his hands and decide to look through it myself and rummage, and I go, there must be something magical that can help us in here. And, well, I guess, yes. I guess, investigation. Okay, well,
okay,
7. It doesn't make any sense. It's right there. So
7?
Yeah.
There's nothing magical up in this bag. It's just like a normal adventuring backpack.
Damn.
You take a look. Jump inside and see if you find anything useful.
Keeks comes out of my jacket, flies in, and sees if there's a pebble or anything that's magical.
Okay, go for it.
All right. What should I roll?
Investigation.
An investigation.
This session is just called Roll Investigation Check.
Roll investigation check.
What a great game.
And Keeks rolls a natural 20 too.
Okay. So Keeks like darts around in the bag, squeaking up a storm, and comes out and is all heated, and comes out with a pack of playing cards and drops them in your hands, Meow Wolf.
All right. These look like the Russian roulette of magic. Let's see what these do. Do I start touching them and shuffling them?
So you notice that it is the same pack that has the same backing as the Sir Talavar card.
Oh, this one is the deck missing the Sir Talavar card? I quickly shuffle through and check if there's a Sir Talavar card inside to see if the deck is complete.
There is no Sir Talavar card.
It is
missing.
I complete the deck. So I pull out the Sir Talavar signed card and I stuff it into the deck and then put the deck away.
Okay.
Very cool.
Does anything happen?
No.
No? Jesus. I'm gonna do an Arcana check on what I know about magical decks. I roll a 13.
Zindi, you're like, let me see that. And you like shift through the cards. Zindi, I mean, listen. You're pretty sure that these are just cards. Like, it's a cool deck.
Yeah.
But you're pretty sure it's just cards.
Well, okay, if Sir Talavar was in this deck, Sir Talavar, and I turn to Sir Talavar, I say, well, okay, do you recognize anyone else any characters or people who are in this deck? You were in this deck and we found you. Maybe there's someone that we can use as, like, we can take one out and just, it'll lead us to them. Who's in this deck, Sir Talavar?
So,
you know?
Sir Talavar, like, takes the deck out of your hands, and he's like, this is my prized possession. I was asked to be in this wonderful Spring Court deck 700 years ago. And he starts, like, flipping through deck, and he's like, this is Lady Tatiana, Queen of the Spring Court. And he's literally going through, like, every single person who he knows.
You need their names. Somebody take their names down, because taking names down in the fame realm, if he's saying their real name, that's, like, super important.
Sorry, guys.
He only gives the first names and, like, their title.
Damn.
He goes on for a while.
Are any of them super notable or people that we've already spoken to?
No. It is literally just, like, every card is staunchy court person.
Okay, we're flipping through Sir Talavar's, like, Facebook friends, and he's like, and then here's this bitch, and then here's that bitch.
Yeah. I actually don't care for her that much. She's married to my cousin.
Sir Talavar, are any of these acquaintances of yours in this deck folks who we might find at the court that, you know, we can take one out and use as a homing beacon or something? A compass of sorts?
He, like, looks, like, taken aback, and he's like, well, this is just a personal keepsake of mine, but, you know, that's an absolutely genius idea. I'm absolutely going to have to do that the second I get back to the Spring Court.
Okay. I'm totally annoyed with Sir Talavar. I don't want to talk to him anymore.
So as he's putting away his cards, he's like, well, shall we be off?
We shall.
Yes, we shall.
Mm-hmm.
So Prince Talavar shoulders his bag. He also produces, like, a very fancy cap out of nowhere out of his bag, and he looks quite tickled to be, like, going on an adventure.
Yes, off we go. I stand next to him, and I'm, like, moseying along with this guy all excited.
Okay, so you guys make your way down to the foot of the tower. And you guys start walking north. By this time, it's like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You probably have, like, another, you know, hour-ish of daylight. Like, it's kind of like the sun is setting now.
What shall we do? Should we set up camp? Are we gonna make food?
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea, my lady lord liege.
I like that. Yeah, this rum's got y'all mixed up with the titles, and I love it. I love it. All right, well, what do we? So I pull out my little knapsack, fill it up with water. Do we have any rations to eat? Have we eaten?
You guys can forage for stuff, and yeah, you guys can forage for stuff.
I believe I still have some snacks from the carnival, if I believe.
What do you have?
I do have 1 day of rations. We can share it.
I think I have some rations as well. Yeah.
All right, so you guys set up camp for the evening. You guys find, like, a little corner of the woods. It is kind of by a stream, just for Meow Wolf's sake. And it does get dark pretty quickly, but you guys set up a camp that you guys are happy with. Sir Talavar is pleased as punch, and he does make a little merry fire. He is proficient in that.
Something he's proficient in.
And you guys are sitting around the fire, kind of like sharing your rations and stuff.
Should I do? I'm telling jokes, thinking that I'm a great entertainer. Can I do a charisma check to see if my jokes are landing?
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Why are you crying?
Oh, yes, I do cry a lot, don't I?
Let's see what we got. This might be offended. A 6.
Are you saying I cry a lot? My
No. No, only when you're consumed with the spirit of holy moly.
Hold on one moment. Everyone, did you notice that Sir Talonsworth also called my liege my liege?
Indeed.
Klarga,
so nice here.
Klarga, can you what do you call my liege?
What do I what?
My liege. Say their name.
Meow Wolf?
Why not you? It
Why
must
not
be because
you?
I'm from the Fae. But Meow Wolf. Oh, sorry, Jesus. But my liege. Are you from the Fae? Or you?
I have not traveled to the Fae. I've been instructed to come to the Fae to help the situation, but I am not from the Fae that I know of.
Mm.
I've seen my past as a child is a little dubious to say the least, so I am not able to fully give that answer myself. Where I was, born in a spawn pond.
As your tadpole. Peculiar.
Yes.
I am perplexed, and I turned to Sir Talonsworth and asked him to tell us a little bit more about life at court.
Oh, true.
Oh, it's a wonderful, wonderful court. You really should have seen it when all of the wonderful archfays of each court were in power. We were unstoppable. We would have wild parties. Queen Tatiana is a firm but gentle leader, and I miss my brothers. And he starts crying again.
Oh my god.
Oh. It seems like you are having such a hard time.
I pat him on the back.
I yawn and decide that it's time for me to leave. I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right, so you guys go to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you guys roll a D20 for me?
All right, the D20.
11.
D-Bing coming up. D-Bing coming up.
5.
Everyone. Oh, 15.
All right. You guys are sleeping, and Meow Wolf, you start having a really vivid dream. Go ahead and roll a D8.
All right. Rolling a D8. D10, D12, D8. Got an 8.
All right. So, Meow
Hello?
Wolf, you see that you're walking up to some sort of castle or fort or something. But that's not important. What you see is rows and rows of severed bullywug heads, all
Oh my god!
impaled
Awful.
on spikes, and they're
Ah!
talking with each other. And it's
Ah!
just incessant chattering the whole time. You can't hear what any of the bullywugs are saying, and they're all talking at once, and it's getting louder and louder and louder, and you start running. You're running, and there's miles of bullywog heads, and you're running, and you don't look where you're going, and you run right into a head on a spike, and you look up, and it's your head. And you start. And you go to scream, and you wake up.
Ugh! And I'm so agitated. I literally am fighting out of my little wet sack, knock it over, and I'm coughing on the water, and I'm just looking at everyone, going, I just had the most vivid and awful dream I've ever had in my life. Ugh.
Are bullywugs the frogs?
Yes, but they're like not the same race as me. But I don't know that because I have never seen someone like me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm kind of blown. I'm really shooketh. Because they had it looks like Vladimir the Impaler really has a thing for bullywugs.
Oh. Alright,
So
I go over and sleepily unzip you.
it was terrifying, everyone. I do not recommend. 0 out of 10 experience.
What happened?
Well, these they look just like me. I've never seen such a thing. They look just like me, but much fatter and a little uglier. But I gotta say, very much still like me. And I was near this castle, and they were just dead. Well, they weren't really dead as much as they were talking to each other, but they were dead on a pole. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, like they were alive but dead, but detached from their bodies. They looked like me, and they were pretty chatty Cathy, if I should say so myself.
My liege, what were they chatting about?
You know, I really wish I could make it out, but it was just so loud and tormenting, and I was just in so much shock to see all that being there's. I mean, have you ever seen a decapitated head talk to you?
No.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience that I do not recommend. It really was quite frightening, and I ran into a head that looked like myself. So, I don't know if hopefully that was just a crap dream and that was not a premonitive dream. Or else.
You hear Sir Talavar start waking up. My liege, what is all this noise? What is all this ruckus?
There was an awful disturbance in my force.
Oh, it's terrible, Your Highness, terrible. What did you say?
I saw a bunch of decapitated frog-like creatures that were still talking to each other.
Bullywugs?
What? You know of this? What are those things? They look kind of like me, but much fatter and uglier.
Sir Talvar looks at you and he nods kinda, and he's like, yes, well, bullywugs are, yes, they're not very cute, I should say. Definitely a lesser dragon amphibian. He looks real proud, because, obviously he's a dragon. And he says, yes, I would say the average bullywug is, not as smart as you, my highness, but yes, they're very common in these parts. Sir Wigglewug was a bullywug.
How did I miss that? was he wearing, Mister?
Well,
Mr.
you
Number One?
only saw his dead body from atop of the tower, so I could understand how you could maybe miss that.
I mean, it was horrific. It definitely
Yes,
shut
very
out
tragic.
memory.
Very, very stand-up frog he was.
Ah, yeah. So he was a frog.
Well, he was a bullywug.
Oh, very well. I don't know what else to know about this except for I was horrified and scared. Like, are there bullywugs in this land? Are they nearby?
Oh,
are
yes, there are many bullywugs in this land.
Are they nice? Or are they like the bunnies?
The bunnies?
The bunnies that weren't those rabbits the ones that were bullying Sir Talavar?
Or Jingle Jingle?
Oh, it was Jingle Jangle. And they came to us. They almost bullied us a little bit, the rabbits.
True, it's true.
Are there rabbits in this land? And they're bad, you say?
I mean, have you had an experience where you've been accosted or almost almost burgled by some rabbits?
Well,
Your friend Jingle Jangle didn't seem to appreciate them too much.
Well, herringons are quite common in the Fae, but I wouldn't say that they're as low as of race as these bullywugs, which you are absolutely not related to, My Highness.
Huh. I'm absolutely not related to them. Thank you for that. Thank you for such an observation. Is it bad to be related to them?
I'm suspicious, and I want to. How would I see if I can figure out? I'm gonna do a persuasion.
Okay.
And say I got a 16, and say, So Talavar, that you seemed very, very certain about. Fact, how would you know that?
You got a what, Zindi?
I got a 16.
You see Sir Talavar sweat a little, and he is like, well, it's clear that my liege is of a different creed as these bullywugs, this riffraff.
Yes, I'm not the thug frog. I'm not about that thug life.
I look at Sir Talavar and say, if you are lying to us, I will not hesitate to return you to that cage and throw away the key. But I only just rolled a 7, so my intimidation.
Oh, why would I lie about such a thing? I was stuck in the tower. Clearly, your enemy is my enemy.
I decide to fall silent for now, and I side-eye Klarga, and leave it. I'm not going to pursue it anymore.
These bullywugs are the enemy of the summer court?
Well, I wouldn't say they're proper enemies. I would say they're more of a nuisance.
Why are they a nuisance?
Well, they have overdone sense of grandeur. They think they're the court. They think they run the Fae court. Isn't that silly?
It does sound silly indeed.
Bit odd.
Well, I mean, let's go ahead and head out to the summer court and see if we can get anywhere closer to Zindi's mom. Have we asked Sir Talavar about Zindi's mom, or if he has any information?
I want to say y'all did, yeah.
He said something about...
I think we did, and he didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Did he say anything Oh, he didn't say anything regarding like the summer court or anything?
I think he just hadn't
think
heard
so.
about Alestra.
How does one get to the summer court?
Well, I don't rightly know. The hags have really cut off transportation between the realms. We would have to find someone who could plane shift. It's very high magic.
Ooh.
Where could
Plane shifting.
What type of person knows how to plane shift?
Yeah, who do we go to find a plane shifter?
Or maybe we can, tonight, instead of sleeping outside, maybe the inn will appear to us, and maybe we can find someone in the inn who can plane shift and help us, Sir Talavar. Have you heard of this magnificent traveling inn?
Sir Talavar, like, he's like, you can tell, even though he's maybe spent a couple years in prison in a dungeon somewhere, like, he's still a very fancy dragon, and he obviously was at court before this, and he's like, oh, an inn, you say? What are we sleeping outside for?
Well, the inn didn't appear to us last night, so we really didn't have a choice.
I see. Well, I don't want to burst your bubble, but plane shifting is extremely difficult, even under the best circumstances, and I've really only ever seen an archfey or an extremely old and powerful fey to do such a thing.
Could we meet them? Do you know any powerful fae?
Well, the only person I know who could do it in the spring court would be Queen Tatiana herself.
Yeah, now we have a reason to go, eh?
That doesn't sound like that it's the most feasible option, is it, Sir Talavar?
What, he's like, we do not have a way of getting to the spring court. That is the problem.
Indeed. So we are off to the spring court.
We cannot get there until we find someone who can plane shift.
Ugh. Okay.
So now off to the swamp that I wanted to go to?
Sure.
Well,
Yeah, well, to the swamp.
To the swamp!
So it's like, it's morning. You guys got your full 8. Go ahead and long rest yourselves.
Okay. Where's that again? Oh, here.
Where was that again?
Found it. It's at the very top.
Oh, there it is.
Alright, so we're long rested.
Perfect. Okay. So you guys start marching north. You guys do come across the marsh that
Meow Wolf.
yeah, Meow Wolf, sorry. Wow. That Meow Wolf wanted to come across. So you guys get pretty close, and you guys push past the long grass, and you guys see a big marsh. In the middle of the marsh, you see 6 humanoid creatures, but they're like really tall, and they're almost walking on all 4s, but not quite. You see that they have cages on their back, and they're covered in like fur and rags, and they have these bizarre masks over their face.
Bizarre what's over their face?
Masks. I am putting up a picture for y'all now.
In the chat or in the Twitch?
In the Twitch.
Okay.
Whoa.
I got a million texts.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Rolling.
Oh, that thing looks weird. Oh, my friend wears stilts like that.
19.
All right, perception
Whoa.
check.
Okay.
Let me see
Zindi, you
here.
rolled a 19?
I rolled 19.
And I rolled a 22, dirty.
Okay. So, Zindi and Meow Wolf, you guys have been around enough to know that these are hobgoblins. They might be in very weird getups, but it's definitely a hobgoblin. In general, these are, like, fairly neutral beings. What do you guys do?
Well, we might as well say hello. Maybe we can trade something for something they have, and it can help us on our adventure.
I agree.
You all say?
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea, but... and you guys are already walking? Okay.
Yeah, obviously a dragonborn wouldn't want to hang out with hobgoblins.
Yeah, typical, right? Especially such a fancy one such as he.
Okay, so you guys walk towards them, and go ahead. How close do you guys get?
Within feet.
Within how many feet?
10.
10? Okay. They look at you, they don't move away, and they don't, like, try and attack you. They're just, like, standing there. Also, you guys are, like, I mean, it's a marshy swamp, so, like, Zindi, how tall are you?
Zindi?
I think
I'm 5'8". 5'8".
Doesn't matter so much. I'll carry her on my shoulders.
I'm 5'8".
Okay. So Sir Talavar and Klarga are definitely tall enough. Klarga, I'm assuming you're gonna hop on, Zindi, you're gonna hop on Klarga's back because this is pretty deep marsh. And then Meow Wolf, you're just swimming.
Okay.
Right on.
I hop into Klarga, onto Klarga's back.
Hello.
Hello, Klarga. Thank you so much.
Happy to help.
Yeah. So we're just coasting to go talk to these hobgoblins?
Right, yeah. So you guys approach them, and they don't say anything as you guys approach.
Hi, y'all. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Nothing.
Hello.
How's your day?
Fine.
Are you all interested in trade, perchance? We are travelers and have come across some very interesting elven goods.
You see on their backs that they have, like, eggs for trade. And the hobgoblin says, yes, eggs. We need eggs for the bullywugs.
Why do you need eggs for the bullywugs?
They trade and we eat.
Can you tell us about bullywugs by any chance?
What do you want to know?
Does our friend here, and I point at Meow Wolf,
look like a bullywug by any chance?
They slowly look at Meow Wolf and they say, "Smile, my liege."
I am creeped out and I do not smile.
They like look at each other, like kind of like curiously, and then they look back at Zindi and say, "I do not think they are bullywug."
You called him my liege. Why?
I don't know.
Well, peculiar. I don't really have any interest in eggs. How about you all, Klarga, Meow Wolf?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
More eggs for us. Sir Talavar's like, "Noble gentlemen, where is the spring court?" And the hobgoblins start laughing. "Stupid dragon knows better. Bavlorna doesn't let anyone escape hither."
Oh, that's ominous.
That doesn't sound good. What do you mean escape? Are we trapped?
They laugh again. "Hither is your home now."
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Well, this.
Oh, you're so welcoming. Thank you. Appreciating the welcome.
Yeah.
"You are no threat to our eggs."
Yes, we mentioned that we're not looking to have your eggs. What do we do now?
Yeah. They sort of like are like, it's been a minute since you guys have like been questioning them, and they're starting to get a little like restless. "What do you want?"
Well, really, we just wanted help to find the spring court, but it appears that you all really can't help us there. So it might be best that I look at everyone and start nodding and say, leave now?
"Yes. Get away from us. You are obviously even stupider than bullywugs."
Oh, so very true. Good sir. Where's the closest town? Maybe you can point us to.
They all look at each other. Town.
With, say, elves or, goblins or another creature such as that.
Elves. So silly. So foolish. And then they kind of settle down and they go, there is only 2 main areas in hither. Brigand's Tolloway for the bunnies, and Downfall for Bavlorna.
Well, what is the Downfall? Is that Bavlorna's city?
Bavlorna's castle.
Well,
Are you able to take us there?
yeah,
No.
I mean, guys,
We do not approach Bavlorna. Are you crazy?
Oh, well, we really are.
I mean, yes, but I mean, will you take us?
Yeah, I think that's the right reason.
No amount of eggs in the world would make us take you to Bavlorna. You are
What about
very,
like something
very
else?
stupid creatures.
I thought that you guys were fans of Bavlorna.
She is very wicked, very dangerous. We only wish to eat eggs.
Oh, okay. Well, we're so sorry for bothering you then.
Yes, this has been a giant waste of time.
These poor hobgoblins. Bothering them so much.
We leave you now. You will
Goodbye.
certainly perish in the swamp. Stupid
Oh.
creatures. And they walk off.
Well,
Well, thank you.
thanks. Bye-bye.
Good day, sirs!
Screw that.
Thank you. Come again.
Wow, I never liked that much in the Fae, but this new Fae is even worse.
Yeah, this sucks.
Shit sucks. Okay, so you guys keep walking north. You walk all day. It is hot as shit. You guys are having like a muggy, swampy day in the marsh. Really the only person who would even kind of enjoy it would be Meow Wolf.
It's a beautiful day. What a glorious day.
So eventually, you guys see the other end of the bridge that you first came in on.
Oh.
Way off on the west end. And as you guys continue to move forward, you start seeing all these different wooden plankways.
Okay.
So the foggy marsh stretches out before you. You guys see rickety causeways made of wooden planks from a wide web-like structure above the bog. So you guys are just seeing like all these like wooden planks.
Okay.
What's their structural integrity seem like?
Excellent question, Klarga. Go ahead and, well, describe. Do you guys go on the planks? Are you guys investigating before you go on?
Yes, investigate, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll me an investigate.
Alright. Investigation.
3.
6.
I got 18.
Okay. So, Zindi, you notice that the walkways are over, like, very treacherous, like, mud and swamp. Like, yes, you guys were in a marshy swamp, like, this whole time. But this is, like, particularly marshy. It has a lot more water. You definitely see some, like, mysterious things in the water. Something with big teeth. You notice that, you know, like the wooden causeways, I mean, they don't look safe, but you know, if you were paying attention, you could probably not fall to your death below.
Yeah.
Okay, I turn to my traveling friends and I say, everyone, please take heed as we cross these. It does not look particularly safe. However, if you don't make any strange or sudden movements, we should be fine. But I do warn everyone that below is quite terrifying.
Okay, I'll be hella careful.
Okay, so you guys you guys go up a bridge to get to like basically the beginning of the plankways, like up over the muck and the marsh.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys are slowly going to make your way across the planks, you guys can decide to walk slowly, or you guys can decide to run.
I'm gonna
I'm
walk
gonna run
slowly.
since I'm light. I'm gonna run since I'm light.
I think that sounds good. And I will go slowly.
Roll a d8.
Everyone or just
No, just Meow Wolf.
All right, let's see. A D8. I take off running and go and feel confident. Oop, I did not do that right. Let me do that again. D8. Wow. A 3.
You're fine. You're running.
Yay! Hooray! We all cheer.
Woo! I did it.
Nice.
So you guys start walking along. You guys walk for a bit, and then roll a perception check.
Okay.
All right. Perception.
Perception.
Natural 20.
I rolled a 10.
7.
Everything.
Okay. Meow Wolf. You look around and you're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're like, who the fuck is that? And you see a hunched, hooded figure has joined the group.
No.
Oh, hello. How are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you here?
You see the figure whip off their cloak. Instantly, a long set of gray ears and a 15-foot blue scarf starts waving in the wind. This is no one else besides Agdon Longscarf.
Not Agdon Longscarf.
So he pulls it off with a flourish. And he also has a hot branding iron in one hand and a small round shield in the others. As he throws off his cloak, the sound of bagpipes erupt from up ahead.
Oh no.
After a few notes, you guys recognize that it's the song that they played at the beginning. So you're like, oh no, it's the same Bunny Brigade.
Yeah. Those little punks.
Yeah.
Was Longscarf a part of the Mean Bunny Brigade? I mean, we assuming that all bunnies are mean. Okay.
No, this is the leader who Jingle Jangle told you guys about. So Agdon is bouncing around you guys with a wide grin on his face, and he goes, ha ha, you guys walked right into my trap. Now I got you here. Just where I want you.
Where you want us? Why?
So,
what do you want from us?
So you guys see that in the marsh below, that you guys see 2 skiffs, like 2 small boats with 3 Harengon brigands and also a Harengon sniper. He doesn't have a gun. He has like a crossbow. Yeah. The skiffs are coming in from the top of the fort, and they emerge from the fog. They have 2 rowers, a lookout, and then there's also a bagpiper.
Sick. For vibes. Very important.
I
said for vibes. Very important.
Yeah, for vibes. Very important. So, Agdon is... You guys are clearly outnumbered. And Agdon is mocking you guys, and he obviously wanted you guys to come find him.
I reach out and grab him by the throat.
Yeah, Klarga! Woo!
Yeah, okay. Klarga!
Go ahead and give me 1 sec.
As I witness Klarga grabbing by the throat, I start yelling words of intimidation.
Okay, roll an athletics check for me.
Athletics. 25.
Wow.
25?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you go to grab his throat and you grab his scarf. And then he tries to like sprint away, and you realize that Agdon can only go like 15 feet from you, and as he tries to jump, he gets caught on the scarf. So you have him buy his scarf.
What do you want, rabbit?
Well, hey now. listen. The scarf is very important now. We are just here to, have fun, cause mischief, rob people. You know how it goes.
Fun. Getting robbed is not my definition of fun.
Oh, the boys like it. I'm here for pizzazz.
Consider myself zazzed.
Wow, Klarga's so badass.
I know, I got him by the throat. Woo-woo!
Okay, hold on.
I advise you get lost. Fast.
And all of your other rabbit friends, I say, from behind Klarga as I tremble.
Okay, so he is gonna try and use an action to try and pull himself free. Okay, so we are going to roll athletics again.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, okay. So Klarga, you feel Agdon pull, and you try and pull back, and it slips out of your hand, and he bounces away, and he's like, haha, punks, get 'em, boys. Roll initiative, fam.
All right.
Wow, what? That's so... Oh, man.
How do you roll initiative?
Initiative
there's
square.
like right kind of like in the middle up on the top, like not the top, but like there's like the top numbers, and then initiative
14.
kind of right in the middle next to your armor class.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, 23.
22.
14.
Damn.
Okay,
This
hold
bunny's
on.
not pissed.
Okay, so Zindi, you rolled a 23.
Yeah.
Okay, Klarga.
I have this long sword now,
22.
and I'm ready.
Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so I said there was 2 skiffs, right?
Yeah.
So 2 skiffs. Each has 2 rowers, a sniper, and there's 1 bagpiper.
Ooh.
So all in all, you have 4 rowers and then 2 snipers, and then
And a bagpipe.
a bagpiper who doesn't have a weapon.
Okay, what does it mean that I got 23 initiative?
It's gonna like
Go
determine
first.
your order. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, give me 1 sec. That was another thing I wanted. Haha.
One second. DM.
Yep.
Stop falling asleep.
Are you tired? You tired,
Yeah.
Klarga? Well, since we're going into battle and like this can take a while, like we can call it if you guys want.
Yeah, I could. I'm down. I'm pretty.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm with it.
Oh,
That's
I'm
good.
grand.
Yeah, I agree. We can call it.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Yes. So our first battle, as I kind of mentioned before, like this is a very like low battle mod, but there is opportunities for you guys to fight, so I'm very excited about this. This if you hadn't specified that you were going for his throat, Klarga, and you hadn't like rolled so high, it maybe would have turned out differently. But I have a special thing written into this, so next time will be very fun.
Okay.
Fun.
It was very fun this time too. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna see you guys next week.
Yep. See you next week.